It's time to open the virtual letter bag once again and dive into the goodness that is our readers' queries. First question, and this is a serious one. Maybe you didn't think our previous letter show was that serious, but this one is serious. Do you guys believe in a one console future? And if so, do you think that it will happen anytime during the next 10 years?
No. Not within the next 10 years, no. I don't see it happening. I still think that the competition is way too strong between companies like Nintendo, Sony and Microsoft, and they all have, or at least Microsoft and Nintendo has, I don't know about Sony anymore, but all of them used to have really, really deep pockets when it came to this market. I know Sony has taken quite a beating, but is on an upwards turn again, so no, I definitely think that we're going to see a new console from each of them, which is probably going to last, along with this, more than 10 years.
Yes, absolutely. So, but the one thing you can say is that it could be different software solutions that can reside in different kind of
Yeah, you have the whole cloud thingy and digital distribution and.
But it's probably at least one console away. You're gonna see one more traditional effort. That's what we think. We don't have any insights on that, but maybe. Yeah. All right. So we have a second question here, and it's one of those questions where we get asked about our job and. This is, I don't know if I've been critical of Metacritic and game rankings, but why is the press so critical of this phenomenon, this one thing that has tamed and ruled the whole...
You take this one.
I take this one?
Yeah.
Me and Thomas are both quite critical of sites like Metacritic and game rankings. And some when we've expressed this before, some people would say that, but you guys are not on Metacritic, so we should just STF you.
But that's true.
But that's true, of course. But it's not really about that. It's the fact that it turns people so focused on the scores, and it turns people into that as soon as you deviate from the norm, you suddenly seem like you're ruining it for the game in general. And of course, there's a problem as well when actual developers and publishers starts to give out bonuses depending on Metacritic scores and start using those tools to settle future deals
and that combined with that we as reviewers of games put a lot of work into actually describing what goes into the score, and this review of ours or of everyone else just being distilled into just distilled into a number that is somehow compared to a lot of other sites that maybe have a completely other score.
Yeah. And that's the main thing. Like from a statistical point of view, from as a statistical person who loves numbers and stuff, just mixing different review scales together makes no sense at all. It's horrible. But and also I'd like to say that you say that developers and publishers are there are also things like publishers going after individual sites because their score is lowering a certain Metacritic score, and they're like trying to put pressure on them because of that, and it's like the full circle of crap. It's the full circle of crap it's coming back to bite us. This system that was created, and it's like a beast of its own now.
Yeah, but that being said, I like both game rankings and Metacritic as science. Yeah. Just not the way it's being used as a tool.
It's become a cultural phenomenon in gaming that I'd like to not see it disappear, but see people's view of it.
I think it needs to be toned down a little bit, the importance of it. It's a useful tool, but that's it. Third and final question. Our producer is getting edgy here. Do you believe that innovation in console design, like say the Wii, is a better way forward than just pure horsepower and a more technologically driven, along the same lines as what we've seen before?
Again, it's kind of a question depending on the company who's putting out the consoles, because one of the main reasons, and people have to remember this, one of the main reasons why the Nintendo Wii has been a success is not due to the technology, it's due to the company behind it, understanding better than probably everyone else how to exploit this technology for good game design. And into this also goes that even on the GameCube, that wasn't really a successful console, Nintendo was still producing some amazing games, as they have always been. So, I mean, I foresee again a future just like this one, where there will be at least one really innovative console, maybe even from Nintendo again, while there will be other companies like, for instance, Microsoft and Sony doing their thing, making much prettier graphics with the newest technology and going for that.
And then we have like the total wild card with things like Gaikai and OnLive that sort of throw the horsepower out the door.
Yeah, that's also one of the things that perhaps by innovation we could see more a new console from a completely different company. But we tend to forget that just because Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo are so big, and then of course there's the PC side.
Yeah.
But perhaps all of a sudden, are we seeing with the iPhone now becoming for many an actual like more of a gaming machine than for many of the other apps that's in the App Store. But we might actually have a smaller company coming into the sideline doing it more or less a Wii with some form of...
With that said,
I have to pause you here though. You say a smaller company.
Okay, Apple is not...
Yeah,
small.
yeah,
No,
and
but,
exactly.
Okay,
and
another company.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, but
scratch
I
small.
don't see that happening, because people have this fantasy idea of just a really good idea driving the whole market and creating a huge success, and I really don't see that happening in this market, because it's so competitive and it's so based on PR money. You have to have a lot of money to be a success in this market, and even though Apple, with relatively few funds being spent on iPhone as a gaming apparatus, has made it a big success, I mean, it still is Apple.
Of course, okay, yeah, let's scratch the small...
I think we have to wrap it up a little bit. We could go on and on about
Let's argue
our
about
future.
this outside.
But you know, what we can say is that, and I agree with you when it comes to the competitiveness of this. I think a good idea these days would be picked up by someone of the big ones, and then go with it, rather than a small company.
So basically, you're wrong.
He's wrong, but still a good idea could still be the next thing in gaming. But what we're saying here is like innovation could beat out horsepower, and we hope that it will, because it's a more interesting future. But
I would say, but
I mean, we always complain whenever we review a Wii game. We're like, what if this game could have been in HD graphics? So I guess we're on the fence with this one. But that's it from the mailbag. See you tomorrow.